Home wind turbines. Could a home wind turbine help power your property? Most people think of solar panels when they consider generating their own electricity. But if you live in the right location, wind could provide another valuable source of renewable energy. A home wind turbine captures the energy in moving air and converts it into electricity. That electricity can be used around your home, stored in batteries, or combined with solar as part of a larger home energy system. But there's one thing you need to understand before buying a turbine. Location matters enormously. A turbine on open, exposed land with consistent wind can perform very differently from the same turbine surrounded by houses, trees, and turbulent airflow. And don't be fooled by the wattage printed on the box. A turbine advertised as 1,500 watts won't continuously produce 1,500 watts. Actual electricity generation depends heavily on wind speed, turbine height, and local conditions. So, what size wind turbine do you need? Start with your electricity consumption. Then decide how much of that energy you want wind power to provide. Finally, assess the wind resource available at the proposed turbine location. You'll also come across two main designs: horizontal axis and vertical axis wind turbines. Horizontal turbines are the familiar propeller design, while vertical turbines rotate around an upright shaft. Neither is automatically best for every property. Rural homes, farms, coastal locations, and exposed properties can be particularly interesting candidates for wind power. Dense urban locations are usually more challenging because buildings and trees disturb the airflow. Wind becomes even more interesting when you combine it with solar panels and battery storage. Solar can generate electricity during daylight hours, while a wind turbine can potentially generate during cloudy weather and even at night when sufficient wind is available. Surplus electricity can then be stored in batteries for later use. That makes a wind, solar, and battery system particularly interesting for off-grid homes, farms, and remote properties. So, is wind better than solar? For many homes, solar will probably be the simpler choice. But on a genuinely windy property, you may not need to choose one or the other. Solar when the sun shines. Wind when the wind blows. Battery storage for when you need the electricity. Before buying any turbine, check your wind conditions, planning requirements, installation costs, and realistic annual energy production. First, understand your wind. Then, choose your system. Discover more about home wind turbines, solar power, battery storage, and smarter home energy at home-energy-systems.com.